What's going on today, guys? So we are back in the saddle on my 85 FXR. This is not my first ride with the FXRP fairing. Yeah, I've just been riding it to work, honestly. So it's not my first ride, but it's kind of my first daytime ride with this fairing, especially with the windshield. So there is that. I just got the windshield in not too long ago. So I just threw it on. I had the smoked one on there for a solid like 10 minutes before I cracked it. And as soon as I cracked it, I ordered the Clockworks flared windshield. So the whole old smoked windshield that came with the fairing, whenever I would turn my handlebars, my levers wouldn't clear, so I couldn't even turn to full lock. So I decided, I'm gonna cut it down. In an attempt to cut it down, I got impatient and started scoring it, and then using my diagonal cutters. And as I was cutting across, I ended up snapping the windshield from top to bottom. And yeah, as soon as I did that, I ordered the Clockworks, and it clears pretty well. I had to do a little bit of trimming on the Clockworks over on the right-hand side, so my throttle cable would clear, but other than that, fit pretty good and everything clears. I'm on my way downtown right now, trying to go get some food. Probably gonna go to House of Rock and get a slice of pizza and a drink. But yeah, I'm just hungry and people are driving slow. Been dealing with a couple things on this bike. I've had 2 inner primary bolts come loose. The first time it happened, okay, it was the same bolt, just different times. I had to replace it both times, but so the first time the bolt came loose, I guess I didn't hit the locking tab down enough, and actually no, the first time I put it on, it didn't have a locking tab, so I didn't think much of it. So I didn't put a locking tab on there, and it rattled loose and started grinding up inside my primary. Luckily, nothing else was chewed up other than the bolt, so I tore it apart, replaced the bolt. I put a locking tab in there, but I guess I didn't use the locking tab good enough, and it backed out again. And the second time that bolt had come loose, I was doing about 100 down the highway, and it punched a hole through my derby cover. Here's a picture of how that looked. So, yeah, I had a hole in my derby cover. I ended up using a little bit of a, JB weld to cover up the hole for now. I have a new derby cover on the way, and I'm also gonna go to Rowdy House right after I get some food to see if they have any spare 3-hole covers laying around. But yeah, I had a nice little hole in the derby cover for a couple days, and yeah, it's all patched up right now. I wouldn't say permanently fixed, because I'd rather run a full derby cover versus a patched up one. But other than that, though, no other issues with the primary. Running pretty good, pretty smooth. I'm not hearing any rattling, so at least any non-normal rattling from the primary. This bike does rattle a lot, and there's some screws loose and some shit bouncing around, so the rattling's expected, just not from inside the motor or the primary. So another thing too, I will say I do love this fairing. It is the Villian2Hero FXRP replica fairing. It's not OEM, of course, because those are expensive, but it is a replica FXRP fairing. I got these 2 switches here. These are my headlights. I got my low beam, my high beam. Right now I'm just running daytime running lights because I can. The fairing does does a really great job at blocking the wind. I mean, you would expect it to. Another thing it's really good at is channeling air to my legs. Going from no fairing to the fairing, that's one thing I noticed a lot, was I'm getting a lot more wind hitting my legs now. Mostly because of how the fairing is shaped and how it cuts through the wind. But my legs are definitely getting a lot more wind. On highway speeds, not getting much on the chest or the helmet. A lot of the wind does go straight over the windshield and into my visor whenever I have it open, which it feels really great. But as soon as I close my visor and get that extra wind protection, there's no head buffeting, no wind, no head bobble, wind buffeting, whatever you like to call it. But it feels really good, super comfortable to ride with. The only downside I have is I'm 5'4". I don't know if you guys can tell from the camera angle, but yeah, I can barely see over this part, which is probably a good like 5 to 7 feet in front of me. Yeah, that's about it. You just lose visibility of what's directly in front of you. So you really got to pay attention as to where potholes are, road debris, bumps, stuff like that. But no, that's about it. That's like the only con I have to this fairing. Maybe eventually I'll throw some speakers in here, but as of right now, I just run a Cardo anyways, so speakers on the bike don't really matter too much to me. Go get me a slice of pizza. All right, got my slice of pizza. Head over to Rowdy House just down the street. See if they're there, see what they're up to. What up?
You got such a nice truck and you don't drive it. It's crazy. But think about it, dude.
So, now to head back home. Hung out for a little bit, had some sidewalk beers. Good time. Now, let's see if this light wants to catch the bike this time. Fucking ran it last time. Fuck it, we're going this way. But, alright, well, I think I'm gonna call a video on that one. About to head home, play some video games, chill out before work, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, let me know what you guys want to see. And until next time, hope you guys take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.